Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode, and it's time to market like a nerd. Today, we are going to answer the frustrating question: why do ads do and don't get approved? And Jodi is here with us to answer those questions. That's coming up next.
That's the wrong dance for that.
Is it? I don't know. I don't know how to dance. What's up? What's up, Jodi?
What's up, Eddie?
It is Monday. That is what's going on, and it's a fresh start today. And today, Jodi, we have to find out because there's so much frustration out there about ads, especially, we're going to talk about it through this week, some of the new things, that's that we're supposed to be doing or happening. But just generally speaking, I get this question all the time. I'm sure you do, is why the heck are my ads not being approved? And then why others do, and what the heck is going on? Like, they did it before and they did it, then they stopped them. Like, that's what we're going to answer today, right? Mm-hmm. So why is that, Jodi? Tell us the scoop. Tell us the insider scoop on this.
Okay, so there's definitely some compliance things that you need to be aware of when you're writing your ad copy and putting your ad images out there. Before and for your funnel, Eddie, it's not just the ads too. So when you launch a new ad, Facebook actually is going to look at like the first page or two of your funnel and make sure that what you're sending traffic to is compliant. So before we ever launch an ad, we first make sure that the page is compliant, especially if it's a funnel that we didn't build. When we are doing our audits, it's not just a conversion audit. We also do a compliance audit, because your ads aren't going to get approved if your page that you're sending traffic to isn't compliant with Facebook.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So, wait, hold that. So now you're telling me that the page also needs to be compliant?
Of course it does. Yeah.
Oh, smack. Okay,
smack,
go on.
Eddie.
Go on.
Yes, absolutely it does. And so some things that we look for in our compliance is making sure that we're not calling out even on the specific page that we're sending traffic to. You have to make sure that you're not calling out like specific things about people's features or weight loss, or before and after photos on pages too are a no-no. Like, it's not just a no-no in the ads, it's a no-no on the page that you're sending the traffic to. Oh, really? I actually have a really hot tip, really great secret for where and how to use before and after photos without affecting your ads. Do you want to know it?
Wait, tell us. What's the secret?
Should I tell you?
Yes, okay. Please.
After your ad gets live, okay, as long as everything's compliant, your ad's going to get live and it's going to get approved. Go to the ad itself, and in the comments, put your before and after photos or your before and after testimonials, or anything that you can say anything in the comments that you wouldn't get approved in the actual ad copy itself. And so if you're like, you know what, this transformation was so amazing. Maybe it's even a financial transformation, Eddie, because we can't talk about that really either, right? We have to be really careful with income claims. But if there's something specific that you want to make sure that people know that you can't talk about in the comments or in the ad copy or on the page, put it in the comments of the ad.
Okay, that's cool, because that almost makes me think of Instagram. Remember when they used to say that don't put all your hashtags in the comment, but put it underneath, right? All the other comments after. So this is kind of like the same thing, right? Like, don't put all your eggs in that basket of the ad.
Right.
Them out.
And another thing, Eddie, is it just kind of gives puts a little spark in there to like some social proof when people are scrolling and they see an ad with like multiple comments on it, and they're likely to go look at the comments, right? So if you take and put 5 testimonial screenshots or something on each ad, things that wouldn't get approved in an ad, of course, like spend your time, like get a lot of juice out of this. And if you go put 5 comments on there, people would be like, oh, what's the comment on this ad? Like people always want to go check out the comments. So that's a hot tip. There's a lot of things you can say in the comments that you cannot say in the ad copy. So you have to make sure that the page that you're sending the traffic to is compliant. We do compliance audits when we're launching ads to a funnel. You can't say there's a whole checklist, Eddie, in Facebook business tools that tells you all the things that you can and cannot say and how to be compliant. We literally took that and broke it down into a process that we use for our compliance audits. And so we have a checklist. Is this compliant? Yes or no?
We're gonna
that you have that Facebook disclaimer at the bottom of your page when you're sending Facebook traffic to it.
True. Yeah, we're gonna make sure that this week, because this is why I want to see if we can split this up this week into different lives, due to the fact that yes, they're available, but a lot of times people get overwhelmed with so many details, and and you've got this checklist. I know what you have. And some of the things that people need to focus and do more is what we're going to talk about throughout this week. But more importantly, right now, you're talking. See, this is interesting because I thought it was just ads, like you had to go and review the ads, make them compliant. But now you're saying that the page also needs to be compliant. So that's good. But now, what about this? When have you ever heard that people get their ads approved, but all of a sudden 2 days later or something like that, the same copy, the same image is disapproved? Either they made another one or that same one is disapproved. What is up with that? What is up with that?
I wish I could tell you. Like, I wish I knew. It is just some funky stuff that goes on in the back end of Ads Manager. And here's the thing. If you're going to ever poke around in Ads Manager or run your own ads, you've got to be really resilient. And you've got to understand that sometimes things don't make sense like that. Like we've seen it time and time again where we're running an ad for a client and it's going great. It's like our highest converting ad. And then we go to duplicate it into another ad set and it doesn't get approved there. And I'm like, it's running over here. And so then you're in that place of like, well, do I message Facebook about this? Because maybe it really shouldn't be running, but it's performing really well over here.
I know what you mean. That's exactly how people feel. I felt the same way too. Yes, absolutely. And so it's confusing too, right? Because now it's almost like you're walking on eggshells. It's like, oh my goodness, is this okay? Is this gonna be all right? So But I've also heard that there is like the robots that make the mistakes sometimes. Is that true?
There's definitely some like AI type bots that go through and do kind of the first sweep. And interestingly enough, Eddie, what I've noticed in some of our accounts lately is even in creating a new ad, before I even click to try to publish it, it's already noticing compliance issues before I even try to publish it. So it's giving me a red flag that says like no profanity. I copied and pasted a client's post. Yeah. I wanted to put that into an ad, and I had adjusted all the copy, but I missed one piece of profanity, like one little word, and it wouldn't even let me publish it. It knew. It knew that there was a swear word in there. And that's so I was like, man, I'm sure that I got all of these, but yeah, that's definitely some sort of bot or automation technology that's able to tell. I don't know if it's able to pick up on, some like certain trigger words or if it understands context. I think it doesn't understand context. I really don't. And also like we've put copy in before and it wouldn't let us even publish because it says like that it's promoting an MLM. And I'm like, it's not. It's couldn't be further from an MLM. And so at that point, Eddie, what we like to do when an ad gets disapproved, there's a process you can go through to just submit it for review.
Yeah. Right.
Which is just clicking a button.
Yep.
That's simple enough. But if the ad still doesn't get approved and you're sure it's compliant, then I would start a chat conversation with a Facebook support representative, and they usually are able to push it through. In fact, we had a client with, I can't even tell you how many ad sets and ads running, just multiple. Like, this is someone who spends like $1,000 a day on Facebook ads. And so, of course, we're running a ton of ads at that point. And for some reason, a bot went through and shut down, I would say 50 different ads just out of the blue.
Really?
And so I hopped onto chat because I was like, oh my gosh, going through and like submitting each one of these is going to be a little bit. So I hopped onto chat, and they just said, send me over the ad IDs for each of them, which was also frustrating to do. I was like, oh my gosh. So I sent over the ad IDs for each of them, and within like 4 or 5 hours, they were all back on again. So that was another case of that AI or that bot, like sweeping through, turning off things that didn't need to be turned off. So
is there a physical person, do you think, that, you know, somehow they'll say yes, approve quickly because they have so many, or that's the bot goes through it first and then we have to chat with the actual person? Like, what, any idea on that? Like, what do you think?
First step is some sort of automated technology.
I think so too.
After that, it might go through, and that might also be why you see an ad get approved that you're like, oh, I knew I was walking the line on that one, like, but I got approved. So it'll get approved and then like later get turned off or unapproved. And it might be because someone came through and actually reviewed it and they're like, yeah, this shouldn't have been approved. But also, those people make mistakes too.
Sure.
And shut things off that shouldn't be. So anytime we get an ad disapproved, if I'm sure it should, like, even if I have that thought in my head of like, we're really walking a fine line on this one, even if I still believe it should be approved, I will definitely reach out to support. That's the best way to do it.
You know what? And you just made me think of something, because let's say that ad gets disapproved after the bot says, yeah, like missed it. They're like, okay, it's good. But that's a real person. What about their values, right? Like, do you think like they have their own little, you know what I'm saying?
Agenda.
Like agenda, you know, because what if it's disapproved and then you go and chat with somebody and then they're like, oh no, it's fine. Has that ever happened?
Definitely.
You see?
I mean, I've had whole ad accounts shut down. And one chat person says, there's nothing I can do for you. And another chat person says, like, let me see what I can do. And they come back and they're like, it'll be on in the next 2 hours. Like,
oh my
goodness, like
see?
It does depend on the person. And that's why every single time we get an outcome that we're not happy with, we're like, okay, we'll just try again. And we just hop on and like start a new ticket and get on with somebody else. And like in your support inbox, sometimes, you know, it'll be assigned a case number.
Yes,
especially for like ongoing issues. Just keep going and respond to that case number, or like go and chat with somebody and like start a new case or something like that. Just keep going. If you're sure, if you're sure, we've restored ad accounts and business managers that way too, by like just being persistent and just trying, even though we're told like there's nothing else you can do. This is our final answer. We can't do anything further. I'm like, I'm gonna keep trying.
You know, that is so cool because for those of you watching live, and thank you so much, by the way, and those of you watching the recording, we're going to bring back Jodi to give us the ways to actually get approved, at least some of the key ingredients, so that you're fighting the good fight, right? Don't just be, approve them, and you may be in the wrong. So, you know, we'll come back on that.
Some things I want to share about like what not to do in that process. We've had clients come to us and say like, you know, I've been working to try to get this approved, and in the meantime, I've done X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, oh, you might have just killed your chance right there by like doing all of that. So I want to give you some things to watch out for too. I don't want you to go do these things and then like really kill any opportunity for us to be able to get your account back.
Yeah. Okay. You just brought another good point because I had
Shouldn't
to
have
ask
said kill
this.
on a Facebook Live, just so you know.
Please, no.
Don't censor me.
But what about this? Because you just said something, that that person is doing something while they're waiting for their ads to be approved. So, is there some type of policy that says when they shut down your account, was there a reason because they don't like you, or that you just have a bunch of ads that were rejected? You know what I'm saying? Like, is there a policy like that? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so your account quality does go down the more rejected ads that you have, and then you are at risk of having your account shut down.
Okay, so
Um,
there's like a point system, I guess, right? They have
There
something like
must be, but I haven't seen it. What I
that.
have seen is like for e-com and like where people are shipping things,
Mhm.
there is a point system for that.
Really?
If you are not sending products on time, actually, what I found was that your customers will randomly get surveyed as they're scrolling through Facebook. It'll say like, "Hey, we noticed you bought from so and so. Did you receive your product on time, and are you happy with it?" And they're going to answer. And if you get negative answers, you get penalized on Facebook. Your ads cost more.
Oh,
So if you're shipping things and
wow.
people get surveyed and they're not happy, your ads are going to cost more. You know how I found this out is from our
Oh,
client that actually sells an info product. For some reason, Facebook sent out a survey on shipping speed and quality of the product, and a couple
really?
people complained about her membership area, and it ended up making her ads cost more. We had to appeal
No.
that with Facebook because we were like, listen, there's no, like, they said that her shipping speed was like terrible, it took forever, and I was like, this is an info product. Like, they get
Oh,
access to it
no.
immediately. So that was like false information that these customers were giving in this survey, and it hurt her ad account quality. And so
Wow.
the costs went up. It was literally, there was a thing on her page in the back end that said that your ad costs are going up because you're not delivering a quality product.
Holy
Isn't that
smokes.
nuts? So that
Wow.
impacted her ad account quality. Having lots of ads disapproved impacts your account quality. And so what we suggest is if you have an ad that's not approved, and then you go through the whole process and you're like, okay,
Right.
this just isn't going to happen. Like,
Mhm.
I was walking a fine line, or I probably shouldn't have done that. Delete that from your account. Just
Oh,
delete it.
okay.
Get
Thanks
rid
for
of that
selling that.
ad.
Okay. I thought deleting an ad was bad because it will make me it will make me look in my account that I'm trying to be sneaky. And I said, okay, that didn't work, and I'm gonna keep doing, deleting. But you're
I
saying
mean, if your intention is to try to be sneaky and like try that copy
right.
again, then
Yeah.
that's not good. But if you're genuinely trying, and then you're like, okay, that probably wasn't compliant, I'm not
Mhm.
going to get this approved, or you've gone through the steps of like, I submitted it and then I chatted with somebody and it's still not approved, and so you're going to like rewrite it and recreate it. Delete the one that's not approved. Delete that
Okay.
one. Yeah,
Okay.
get rid of
So we
it.
can do that.
Yeah.
Wow. So that means that they're keeping score. Jody, they're
There's
keeping
I
score.
haven't seen like a scoreboard or a way to track it, but there is
Mm,
an ad account quality. It does
yeah.
show number of rejected ads.
Yeah.
And so like when a client comes on and they've got a ton of those, I'm like, we're gonna go delete those. Like,
Yeah.
because it does not it doesn't give us any favors of keeping that
Mhm.
stuff in there. The other thing that impacts your ad account quality and your costs is your payments.
Wait,
If
what?
your Yes, your payments. If
You
your
mean
payments to Facebook for your ads is constantly failing, or if your credit card is declined for any reason, it also impacts your ad account quality.
yeah. Yeah, because that's that again, yeah, that makes more sense to me. Account quality is just the other part, right? Deleting the ads or basically having a bunch of rejected ads. Like Bridget right here, she says that she's deleting the ads that doesn't work. That's good, Bridget. Good job. Because see, again, right? If you're thinking that that Facebook somehow just doesn't want you to make money, that's so incorrect. Okay.
It is very incorrect.
Very, very, because all it is you all following the rules and regulations of their land. Okay. It's their world. And they just so happen to open it up for advertisers, your business, so that you can increase and scale your business. So, but you will get overwhelmed with the information of the policies and the changes and what didn't work, what doesn't work. And then I'm sure, Jodi, do you have to spend like a bunch of time like waiting for a response when you get on for a live person
On the
if you
chat?
need on the chat?
It depends. I would say, like, back when a lot of advertising was kind of slowing down, people were pulling out. So last year during like pandemic stuff, it was really quick to get someone on. Then there have been times like around Black Friday where everybody's advertising and it's maybe a 10, 15, 20-minute wait to talk to someone.
Okay.
So it depends on the time of the year, the volume of people who are advertising. And, there are also times when I see in my news feed, like, is Facebook ads like going crazy for anybody else? Is this, and then there's like, 30 comments of like, yeah, everything's shut down. Yeah, I can't get this approved. And I'm like, okay, support's going to take a while to get on.
Oh, yeah, because you see
when there's like known issues happening,
sure.
it's
going to take a while.
So yeah.
Look at what Bridget said. This is a good tip there from Bridget. She keeps the files or the ads that she deletes to work on it later.
Wow. Yeah.
So maybe that'll be cool. Like you take the copy, whatever it was, and put it later. Say keep a track of what didn't work, and then go back and see how you can make it better. That is something, y'all. That's good, Bridget. Thank you for sharing that. That is something that we are going to share this week for sure. Some of the ways that you can definitely improve your ads so that they can get approved, and also some of the things that you want to stay away from. Right?
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad I thought about that because I want to make sure that if you come to us with an ad account that's shut down, usually we can help you. We have a really great success rate with getting ad accounts back on. And except when a few things happen and I just cringe. I'm like, oh, you have greatly hurt our chances of getting this back. So,
oh man, that is all right. Yeah,
do not do's.
The do not do's. We'll cover that this week for sure. Outstanding. Awesome, Jodi. This is a real good topic. Anything Facebook is a really good topic just because of all the changes. But I think this one right here, I'm excited about the next couple of ones that we're going to have. Again, things that you want to do so that you can get approval and things that you want to avoid. I think those are some key ingredients for everyone watching. So again, we'll be back here every week until further notice. Jodi, am I kidding when I say until further notice?
We're not kidding.
We're not kidding, y'all.
This baby is about, I don't know, 8 weeks out. So
that's right. That
doesn't mean I'm guaranteeing I'm going to be here for the next 8 weeks.
That's true.
Like, at any point, I might say like too much.
That's right. So till further notice, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 a.m. Pacific. Join us live, watch the recording, hook us up, and let us know what else we can help you with. And we will be back Wednesday at 10. Jodi?
Good.
Thank you so much for your day today and for some awesome answers. And we will chat later. Everybody, have a great day. Peace.